turn on the light.
Silence the laugh track and look closer.
Nobody loved us but the people.
While America guzzled down sitcom giggles, Donna Douglas's heart was bleeding behind the scenes.
And 5 square, and I'll do it again.
Gagged by a contract that forbade her from growing up, speaking out, or even dressing like an adult.
Wearing dresses.
Paul, folks would call me a sissy.
Ain't sissy for girls to act like girls.
The Beverly Hillbillies made millions. She pocketed crumbs. And every time the cameras cut, a chimp, a claws, or a co-star's venom reminded her who owned her smile.
I'm ashamed of you.
Ready to rip the guilt off this gilded cage? Buckle in, because the next 8 minutes will torch your nostalgia and expose the industry that turned America's sweetheart into Hollywood's quietest hostage.
Well, y'all be sure and come back now, you hear?
Doris Ione Smith of Pride, Louisiana, was forged in swamp heat and revival tent hymns. Pageant sashes glittered, but they merely baited the jaws of Hollywood. In 1962, CBS hurled her onto prime time like a lit match, and the nation ignited. Ratings catapulted, advertisers feasted, and Donna's paycheck sat at a teacher's wage. That imbalance isn't trivia, it's the opening shot of a war she would fight for the rest of her life. Survival sometimes masquerades as gratitude. Donna swallowed the numbers, but she never forgot them. Buried in legal parchment, perpetual maintenance of persona. Translation: Ellie Mae's braids, gingham, and innocence were to seal Donna's every public breath. Nightclubs? Forbidden. Grown-up film roles? Vetoed. Political opinions? Erased. A grown woman was reduced to curated adolescence so the cash flow could keep gushing. One clandestine jazz club visit earned her a warning memo taped to her mirror. Ellie Mae does not frequent night spots. That note rang louder than any studio applause. You exist only because we permit it. And when she tried to stretch inside that cage, the claws came out. Literal living claws. Animals became her trademark. Lambs, bobcats, chimps. Producers bragged authenticity. What they bought was free stunt labor.
Oh. Hiya, Ellie.
Oh, morning, Dominic.
See you down at the lake.
Okay.
When a chimpanzee sank its teeth into her forearm, assistants smeared antiseptic while the lighting crew repositioned. Flitching was off-brand. She slipped on a sleeve and rolled camera.
Don't know how good I can aim it, but it'll sure throw a heap of rocks.
Audiences saw a carefree swamp angel cuddling critters. They never smelled the blood or watched her hide the tremor in her fingers. Pain disrupts myth, so pain was buried. But cardboard wounds weren't the only illusions. Even the mansion itself was a lie, built on plywood and partisan poison.
Nice place you got here, Ellie.
Why, thank you.
That marble staircase? Hollow fiberboard. The shimmering cement pond? An ankle-deep kiddie pool painted slate blue and reeking of stagnant chlorine by noon. The fakest element, though, was human. Buddy Ebsen's hard-right tirades clashed with Nancy Culp's liberal fire. Producers gagged the feud under threat of contract breach. Donna, politically moderate, tiptoed through ideological landmines, smiling for promos while fury hummed inches from her ears. The camera framed joy, tension framed everything outside the lens. Meanwhile, the ledger books etched an even darker truth, numbers that mocked her every lines read tally.
Get them varmints and them critters out of here. Don't you know your paw is sick? Yes, ma'am, Granny. But don't worry, they won't catch nothing.
January 1, 2015, pancreatic cancer claimed the body. It could not silence the indictment. Baton Rouge buried a daughter, but Hollywood inherited a ghost whispering, "Do you see the cages yet?" Because nostalgia, unchecked, turns viewers into accomplices.
Ellie Mae, You're getting too big to wrestle with boys.
The sitcom's final rap didn't free Donna Douglas. It exiled her. Casting calls landed, then died, in executive meetings the instant her name surfaced. Too recognizable, code for too risky to rebrand. 1972, a gritty Southern courtroom drama wanted Bayou authenticity. Donna aced the reading. The role drifted to a newcomer with the right blank slate face. 1975, a network miniseries offered her a single mother lead.
Wanna try? I don't know just a whole heap about such things.
Would you like to learn?
Yes, sir.
Until advertisers threatened withdrawal over Ellie Mae's lingering innocence. Off-Broadway auditions collapsed. Producers feared audiences would laugh the second she walked on stage. Typecasting isn't a creative hiccup, it's professional suffocation. Donna once confided, "I can't audition without hearing phantom banjos in the room."
Wanna come into the parlor?
What are we going to do in there?
Talk about the birds and the bees.
The studio had stamped her with a laugh track loud enough to drown every dramatic line she'd ever practice. Donna Douglas's legacy is a caution sign hammered into entertainment's golden gates. Cute sells, but chains do not glitter forever.
Was Max always like that on the set?
Always. It's no different. Today, people still come up to me and they ask me if I got my double-barrel slingshot with me and all kind of stuff.
A store-bought, lace-trimmed, double-barrel slingshot.
So the next time canned laughter tempts you, listen harder. Beneath the giggles may lurk gag orders, flesh price contracts, and wounds masked by rouge.
I have a lot of the stories from Beverly Hillbillies, a lot of things that happen on the set.
Well, see, what happened is we would wrestle, so we're supposed to be cousins, but I was copping field, so...
You want your life to count. You want your life to be special.
And the best part of it, Buddy told me, he says, and you're getting paid for it.
Would you change anything now if you could?
I'd ask for more money.
Yeah, that's true.
She beat out 500 other actresses to play the part of Ellie Mae.
Do you still feel like you're Ellie Mae?
Ellie Mae was like a slice out of my life, but I couldn't get away from it.
Beverly Hillbillies ran from 1962 to 1971, and Douglas was in all 274 episodes.
So it's a matter, your life. It's a matter, you have a chance to make choices in your life.
Which beloved star still hides behind studio bars? Drop your theories below and keep the autopsy alive, because once the scalpel of truth cuts, it demands to keep cutting.